What's going on, guys? It's your boy Zalfgamer here, bringing you a Dokkan victory video here on Global, and today we're just going to show off the results of the World Tournament. But before we get to it, I will say it's in the books. There I am, current ranked #1 with 385 million points. Your defending and reigning World Tournament champion, Zalfgamer, defended his title successfully, and what an honor to shout out the Dokkan Community. For those that were there on twitch.tv again, you guys were there thick through thin. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate the support. It was a tough 5-day grind, I'm not gonna lie. However, I'm gonna say the last World Tournament, when I won the first one, which was World Tournament 16, was definitely tough. It was probably even tougher than this one. I'd say 20 times harder. This one, out the gate day one, I had a really big lead, and I continued to sustain that lead. I think I probably at one point had as high as a 60 million point lead by day 2 or 3. I don't know, it was around midway, and I'll tell you right now, the last World Tournament, when I won that one for the first time in my career, literally, I had a 20 million point lead at one point, and that got cut big time, and I was within 6 million or less, and that was scary. This one, I felt a little more comfortable, a little bit not so on edge, stressed out. So again, you guys that were watching me and cheering me on, and even if you weren't on the stream, and you were hearing some of the results and updates through day 1 through 5, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate that. It's an honor, again, to defend this title, and I think I'm the first person to ever win 2, as far as I know, especially back-to-back. It's never been done before. Very, very well, I'm speechless with it. I just can't believe I pulled it off. And it took a lot of endurance. It's very enduring tournaments. If you ever want to win these things, you got to put your heart, soul, bloodshed, tear, everything into it. And I thought this prize card was worth it, better than the last World Tournament. And I was kind of surprised. I think maybe maybe it was because of 5 days that this tournament was instead of like 4 or less. Maybe that's what might have like slowed the competition down compared to the last season. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video on what I thought my thoughts are and why it wasn't as popular in this one compared to the other one, which still doesn't make sense because this card was phenomenal. And we'll show the prize card in a minute, guys. But right now, do my honorable mentions, my shout outs, the top 100 on the 17th World Tournament. And there's a lot of noble names I like to shout out, especially that are in the Z Army. And I'm very proud of them. So, as you know, if you guys are not familiar, I run the hashtag Z Army. That's my brand, my clan. We have a great group of guys, and we keep growing every single day. So if you guys are interested, check out twitch.tv/Zalfgamer. Of course, hit a sub and like here on YouTube as well. So, there I am, first place again, Zalfgamer. Again, 385 million points, which led up to 381 wins. The times 30, I'll get into the times 30 after I do the shout, but let's shout out the following. So Life Sky finished second, and he actually got to talk to him briefly on Twitter. It was great to talk to him. He was so nice and graceful. You know, he was saying, you know, you had this in the bag. He even was so nice enough, and he didn't have to do this. He donated money to me, and I was like, you didn't have to do that, bro. And I tweeted that, so you guys can see that tweet if you do. That was crazy. I did not even expect that. That's total respect, and a shout out to him for doing that. So congrats to him for being the runner-up. It's tough to get into the top 10, but to get to second place, you should be proud of that. So shout out to you, sir. Jose ran a rose lead, 3rd place. Congrats to you. No name 4th. Now Lionheart, here's another shout out. Shout out to Lionheart. So a fellow Twitch streamer. I actually got to talk to him a couple times. I think once in the final day and then after today, and really cool people I got to talk with in his channel. I believe he's a French player, so it was nice to talk to the French community. I think I'm starting to make good relations with the French community, so I hope we can keep growing and become more friends, and you guys meet my friends, I'll meet your friends. I love you guys, so that's awesome. That's what the Dokkan community is about. So total respect from them when I talk to that guy, so thank you so much, dude. Then we got Twist2B, Mortis, Shadow DFC, DGX, F2P God, and GJW, just rounding up the top 10. So a big shout out to you guys that made it to the top 10. Now we're going to get into the top 30. Let's go ahead and roll out. And actually, I was surprised not to see any TTF in the top 10. And I'm not dogging them, but I was just very surprised I didn't get to see them in the top 10 this time. I think there was 2 last time. But we're going to see a lot of TTF, so we're going to shout out a lot of TTF. So we got Coco in 11th. There's IETD Boy. I hope I said that right. 12. If I butcher your name, just shame on me. I did not mean to butcher your name. Supa, SK Lime, Mirago, Sprain. Big shout out to Sprain. My boy Sprain made it to the top 100 again. I think he was in the 60s last time I shouted him out. I don't know if this is best finish ever, but kudos to you, sir. A supporter of the Z Army. Thank you. Part of the Z Army. Loopdo DFC, and another special shout out, BVAS711, who I know is also in the Z Army. Big shout out to you. So we're getting our name out there, boys. So representing the Z Army, I know he is. And then there's our first TDF guy, Steve right there. Guy named Final on the 19th, Straco 20, his son Eddie 21, Yoshi, TD Bog, Drico FR, No Name 24. There's TTF Dream. I remember him. Well-known player in the World Tournament. Shout out to you, sir. Atlas, Brian, Trayton, Ray and rounding up the top 30 is DBFV. Guys in that top 30. Back in the day, it used to be showing off the top 30. Now we get to see the top 100. It's awesome. So congrats to you guys that made the top 30. And now I won't say all the rest of the names unless it's somebody I know that has done the World Tournaments or somebody I know on Twitch or YouTube. So let's see who we got here. I'm going to just go ahead and speed through the top 100 right here. Any notable names? And RDK's in there. And there's Tagara TTF, another notable name. Awesome job finishing in the top 30. Looks like the top 40 there. Juice, there he is. The runner-up from the last one. I believe it's the same guy. He was second in the last one. Finished 44th this time. Good run, man. Another good run. Top 100. A couple no names in the top 50. Joy rounding up the top 50. And we got a couple names. Some are familiar, some I just don't know, or maybe I've not played with too much. But another no name. Got another no name. There's another TTF player. Congrats to you, sir. Anthony, Bat Farm. Earth Stout. Yeah, there we go. Ultra Paco. Ultra Paco, another guy. If it's the same Ultra Paco I know, he's the Army as well. Congrats on the top 100, dude. So shout out to you. And we're getting closer to the top 100. Another TTF player. And rounding up the top 100 is Jago. So there you go, guys. I showed off the top 100, showing respect. If there was somebody I didn't recognize, yeah, I'm not going to call you out, but doesn't mean I'm not going to show the respect and show off the names of who was in this top 100. So, guys, they got in the top 100. Thank you guys so much. You guys were competitive along the way. Congrats. Enjoy your prize Gohans. Now, speaking of Gohans, let's take a look at the cards, shall we? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the character list. And as you can see, now first place. Now, this was interesting. First place, first time ever, gets 14 cards of that prize card. So what that means is you could actually open all 4 dupe packs and make them 10 to 10 at the same time. So that was awesome for Bandai to make it. I think, what was it, 14 for first, what is it, 13 for second, and 12 for third, something like that, for the prize winners. And then everybody got like 10 from 4 to 10. So really cool. I like that rule they put in. I think they could have put more GSSR tickets for the top 3, but it's still the same since everybody else got like 2. They upped that by 1, but this is what it is. So no complaints. I still love the World Tournament. So here's the new Super Saiyan Gohan T. I've not worked on them yet, so wanted to show you guys I did get the 14 cards. This is a very unique card. I like him. He's way better than the last couple World Tournament prizes, in my personal opinion. Even up there with HL Gohan, the other one that was a prize card back in, what was it, World Tournament 11? Or not 11, but like, what was it, 13, 14, somewhere around there. This guy has a super type key lead for +2 and HP and defense 50. So he doesn't get attack, which is kind of, yeah, I guess if they did that, it would have been OP. Then it would have been like a Rainbow Hero leader, kind of like SSBV. I like that we have super types that are lead. Now, what's cool about this card is his passive ability. He's also supportive. So I like this. This is a support card. He gives 25% attack and defense to all super types, all hero types. So that's a really awesome passive. You always usually want to have one support nowadays in your groups to do some more damage. Like, for example, if I had this card, he has the Saiyan lineage, he has Saiyan Warrior Rays, he has Super Saiyan, he has Golden Warrior. So good combo with a Broly, good combo with the SSJ4. Not that they're going to get all the links off, but one or two of those links is still going to affect the 25% boost for those characters that are hitting hard. So great little support card. And then of course its super attack is a supreme damage, so that's good. No extreme damage. Rare chance to stun. Very good card there. His shockwave attack. Actually, I've never seen his shockwave attack. Let's go ahead and take a look at his. Can we look at his attack or no? No, we can't look at his attack. Well, maybe if I feature him like on a team on a video or something, we'll show off the attack. I've never seen the shockwave one. Now, as you can see, I already named a couple of the key links. Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Z Fighters, and Heroes of Justice. Excuse me. Not too bad. Not too bad. So could have been worse links. Could have been better. And I've seen his base stats max. I believe he gets like around close to almost 10,000 HP. I'm not so sure. Last I checked it was like 9,000. He's still like in the 74, 7,500 at max, and then high defense like 46, 4,700 once you max out this card all the way to UR. Will this card eventually get a Dokkan? I'm sure it will down the line. A lot of the World Tournament cards nowadays are starting to get it, even if they're super old. So not too bad. But that does it for that card. So I was very happy to have the privilege to earn that card. It was a really fun tournament. And now, last but not least, people want to know, a lot of people are asking me on Twitch and on Twitter. If you guys don't have me on Twitter, hit me up at Zalfgamer on Twitter. A lot of people were asking, what was my team I used for this World Tournament? Believe it or not, I actually used 3 or 4 teams this time. I only used one team last season, and that was because of the ×20. We never had... See, there's big differences in this World Tournament, which I'm going to explain. So, we had... ×20 was the maximum last season. That's the last time we ever got to experience ×20. You get to experience in this one, but this time it went up to ×30. So, another new addition to the tournament, besides upping the prizes, was putting in a harder difficulty. And I'm not gonna lie, but I probably died 6 times worse in this tournament than I did in the last one. The last one I probably died 14 times. I think it was around 14, 15 times I died. This one, I swear I died a lot of times that I lost count. I swear it was like close to 50 times at least. It had to have been at least 50 times. Half the time I feel I got gypped, the other half it was my stupidity and I didn't use items properly and all that. But anyways, yeah, that was another crazy change to the World Tournament, and Broly can still pull it off. However, AGL is like androids, the androids, LR androids, what else was there? Rose, and what else was there? Let's see, Rose and Vegeta, Majin Vegeta. Rose, Majin Vegeta, and androids were probably the 3 worst agility cards to attack with this card right here. No joke, on ×30. You'd think this card could get the job done, even at 20 at 20 super attack max. It did not at times, and it killed me because I underestimated their defense. I've seen this card fizzball 2 times on those targets I'm naming, survive, did not prep for defensive moves or a defensive stance at all, and get wrecked. And these things hit so hard, even in quarterfinals, they kept super, like, it's unheard of. And they made ×30 more difficult. I like the difficulty, but boy, was it a pain. It was a pain. So this is a preview of one of the teams I brought. I'm not going to show all the teams I brought, but this was one of the teams. This is probably the best main team besides the Rose team, the Rose villain team I brought. And as you can see, I think this card was MVP for ×30, even though it was quite funny. This guy gets super attacked by a single target, and we barely lived at times. It's crazy. So, you know, he has a really good ability for 7 turns, which it doesn't matter in this tournament. We go more than 7 turns, or less than 7 turns, I should say. But reduces the percentage of the damage by 80%, or I should say the damage reduced by 80%. You guys have experienced it. If you've done ×30, you know what I'm talking about. Even a Golden Frieza took like 50, like a agility Golden Frieza at 90% Dokkan, 90% damage reduction. I've seen 50 to almost 75k damage, and I'm like, what? How's that possible? People were telling me this. I'm like, oh my god. And it's just because that ×30 is so hard. So, awesome deal. Awesome job again. Shout outs real quick to the Z Army and to everybody that has given me the support since day one stream. I've been streaming for over a year now on Twitch. If you guys want to hit me up again on twitch.tv, hit me up at Zalfgamer on there. Over a year. Made some really good friends now. I'm making more friends that are fellow streamers now to this day. I want to shout out people like Ranma005. He's pretty familiar in the community for both Twitch and YouTube. Big shout out to Chun Chasku, who's got a great YouTube channel going on. Check him out. It's the real Oolong channel thing he's doing. Shout out to Slow Plays. Just talked to him the other day. He's a really good cat. Check him out. There's a couple other guys I could name out there, including the 5th place person, Lionheart, French streamer. Check him out. Really cool guy. He even understands if he's talked to him, English, French, whatever. So hit him up. I'm giving him a shout out. Shout outs to everybody that congratulated me on Twitter again. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna name everybody by name, but thank you. Z Army again. Thank you. A couple things I want to also address real quick. First off, I could not have won this tournament for the 2nd time in a row without Sensu Bean 2.0, aka Catalyst Mints. These things work for a long tournament. So if you guys ever drink like those energy drinks, this is definitely the alternative and better for you. Pretty much all natural. All you need is just one. 3 of these apparently is 1 energy drink in a can, so like 1 Red Bull. But this was one of my sponsors in the stream. So check them out, Catalyst Mints. Hit up my store in the description below and also on Twitch. It will always be there in my main page. Second thing I want to address, this will be the final thing. I didn't want to end this on a negativity, but I'm just going to address this right now and just say, you know, there's been talk a lot about some people that have, you know, unfollowed me when I won my first world tournament, and shame on them because they're getting to be popular YouTubers or Twitch streamers now this day. That hurts me. I mean, if you have a problem, say it to my face. Just like when somebody tells me my wins are sketchy, but it's okay. It's not okay for me to spend as many stones as I want on the world tournament and to win because I put my heart and soul in it. You cannot judge me. I'm not going to judge you for spending 3,000 stones and then you finally pull an LR. I'm not like that. But if you want people that want to talk behind my back, that's fine. That just shows the true colors of how you appreciate the Dokkan Battle community. Me, on the other hand, I appreciate the Dokkan Battle community, guys. I'm not going to name out names, not going to cause out trouble. You guys can figure it out on your own. But I'm going to tell you right now, total disrespect, not to me, total disrespect to the Dokkan community. I don't put up with that crap, and I'll call it out like I see it. I've had other people try to dog Global, and when they play too much JP. Look, guys. Yes, there's a big difference between Global and JP, clearly, but there's no reason to dog it. I understand Global's behind. No excuses for that. No excuses for dog somebody that wants to win another world tournament. What's your problem? There isn't. So shame on you, because you're basically slapping not me. You're slapping the Dokkan community because I thought you cared about the Dokkan community, guys. You know, it is what it is. Same with people that just want to diss me. I mean, you're not dissing me. You're dissing the Dokkan community, and that's all I got to say about that. I'm done. You know, I'm done. Now, the other thing I want to address is, will I do another world tournament? And the answer is yes, but I don't want to go for another one. I don't think so. It's going to be tough to get the days off. And let me tell you something about these world tournaments. There's 2 issues that are wrong with the world tournaments I want to address. Number 1 is the way they plan them. It's just basically number 1 and number 2, how they plan them and prep time. How they plan them is like so last minute. It's not fair to people to get the proper time off. Now, lucky for me, I got the time off. I sacrificed my time to do other things to do this. And I do it because it's something I want to do, something I like to do for a goal for myself, and most importantly, the Dokkan community. Again, you can believe it or not. Watch my last video on the World Tournament 16. It'll tell you how much I care about this and how much I care about streaming and doing anything that has to do with Dokkan Battle. And then definitely prep time, because you don't get a whole lot of time to prep, especially like if there was sales and if there was Dokkan banners, and it's like this is all going at once. Like, look what happened before this World Tournament dropped. I don't think we had a sale, but maybe we did. I don't know. But we had 2 banners drop before that, and they were for the LR cards, Broly and Gohan. And it's like, well, hold on now, World Tournament's coming up, and you just, you know, you put this all of a sudden. We didn't know what to expect. They've always do this all the time. That's the problem. Like, they've been doing this for all the World Tournaments, but it is what it is. But yeah, dude, guys, again, thank you so much for all your support, and I can't wait to see you guys. If you guys got any questions, check me out on my live stream if I'm available. I usually stream at 8 a.m. Eastern on twitch.tv. You can keep an eye on my Twitter. Hit me up with any questions if I'm not online. Hit me up there. So I'm going to start an Instagram soon. I have been playing some Instagram stuff. I want to get back to doing some more videos on YouTube. I think it's time to start doing some more tutorials, help the Dokkan community out, show off some more pools and stuff like that. We'll see how that goes, but all in all, that's all I've got off my chest. I think it was good to get that off the chest because people need to be aware. If people care, people need to be aware. Like, if you're about the Dokkan community, be about the Dokkan community. Stop slandering people, stop accusing people that, oh, the guy's cheating. Well, obviously, if I was cheating and my wins was sketchy, I would have never won in the first place, and I would be banned because this is my freaking account. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But other than that, guys, I love y'all. See you on the next one. Hit a like and subscribe if you definitely liked everything you heard out in this one that I was celebrating about, and just getting some points out. Just getting stuff off my chest. It needed to be frustrations. You know, everybody has frustrations. Let me tell you something. Last World Tournament, frustrations. This one, not so bad. So, but the frustrations need to come out. So, but love y'all, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Hit that like, subscribe. See you on the next one, and tune in on twitch.tv, 8 a.m. Eastern, every day. Peace out, guys. Peace out.